Hello and welcome, beautiful collective. I am just clearing my space, and if you wish to clear yours with the smudge, you just set the intent for the energies to be transmuted within your space for your highest and greatest good and into the highest vibration possible for you to be able to live comfortably and in ease. To transmute the energies is what we wish to do. Okay, so there you go. And I'm just going to put them over here. He will continue to transmute throughout this reading. So hello and welcome. All right. I have had a really strong thread running through my readings of opening up to the cosmic heart. So if that doesn't resonate with you, with being able to open up to that kind of love, if you don't believe in that, you're probably in the wrong place, and you should be here. If it doesn't resonate with you. However, if you want to watch for entertainment, that's okay too. So I'm just going to ring my bells here. And that is the heart bells that I am ringing because I have had that heart energy that has just been really prominent within the space. So let's see. I never have an expectation of what the energy is. I always ask spirit to bring in what it is that we need and to channel the information through me. That is for our highest and greatest good at the time whenever the reading is received. So whenever you are receiving this in your now moment is the perfect time for you to receive it. It might be when it's posted, and it might be a year later, it might be a week later, a month later, it might be 5 years later. Whenever you receive this reading, regardless of what time it is in your world, in your now moment, it means that you are ready to receive the message. And again, here's Lemurian seed code. You guys, this Lemurian thread that has been running through my readings, and the Lemurian deck is here again. They just won't even hardly let me start my readings without Lemuria being here and being present. So there is a really deep presence of Lemuria and magic, it seems like. And I think it may have something to do to the amount of magic or the misuse of power and magic within that age is why this is coming through. About being true to our heart, true to ourselves, and to really follow our own guidance, our own wisdom that we have within us, rather than trusting somebody else. Okay? So we have Lemurian seed codes, embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, and living with grace. Okay, I can't even make this up. I talked about this recently on my other channel about being overly sensitive and how, I was really made fun of for that. But it really is a gift to be sensitive because you are very in tune with the energies that are happening around you. Okay. Anunnaki light codes. This came out recently. You guys, when I put my stuff back in the deck, like I put the cards in, I lifted and I put a card in and then another one, I put another card, and I go back through and shuffle and put another card in so that they're all back in the deck randomly. But this card is out again, the Anunnaki light codes. Energetic shift, new information, and end of a cycle. And we've been hearing so much about this new energy that is present here now with the new frequency, the new vibration that is wanting to come through. And I'm drawn right now to the dolphin. Fascinating, because at the very beginning of my journey, I was really shown, a world where, we were swimming with the dolphins. The dolphins were part of that. Okay. When I was given the vision, I mean, I have no way of knowing, is it, is it past? Is it future? But everything is in the now moment. It is all present. It is all happening now. So the dolphins are very relevant right now for some reason. Okay. And they are, of course, about being playful, about being love, joy, right? Star gathering. Stars aligned, remembering home, soul family. Yeah, I can't even make this up. Like, that is the thread that has been running through. Star being healing codes. Important information. Wounds are healed, recharging. Yeah, regeneration. This is regeneration. Something that is being rebirthed here in this world. Okay. Okay. Anything else last time? Soul family. Happy reunion. Support. Order from chaos. Yeah, coming back in, and I really do feel like with this Lemuria wanting to come in, the Star Gathering, Anunnaki, all of these things that are coming in with the Star family, that we really are beginning to find our own soul family again. That we have reached that energy, that vibration. Yeah, language of light, rediscovery, humble wanderer, communication. Yeah, what I'm hearing is no more apologies, right? Being unapologetically you, whoever that is for you. And this is the Star Sisters, I believe, deck. Star Sisters deck. So there's a lot of star energy that's wanting to come in. The Lemurian as well, wanting to come in with the waters. There's a lot of that ancestral type energy that is running through the readings as well. Okay, that memory that we have within us, that code, that blueprint, okay, of who we are. Look at that, medicine woman. Heal. I nurture and nourish my mind, body, and soul. Yeah, it's time. It's time to heal. The inner temple, life lessons. I go within my shadow for deep spiritual growth. And the shadow has been coming up. Actually, I had a dream last night about my cat, whose name was Shadow. And the cat actually got a little bit aggressive and came through an opening. And it's, really talking about looking at that shadow energy and really facing that shadow energy for who you are, facing the doubts, facing, the all of the conflict that you have in being yourself, the fear of really being yourself, that ego, right? And as I said that, I cut the solar plexus, and then on the bottom here is the sacral, which is the core of creation. It is about creating that world. Okay, so what does Lemuria have to say today? They've had a lot. Look at, there's the healing card again, you guys. And there was another healing here as well. Right there, heal, the medicine woman. And the healing card comes out here as well. The infinite. Yeah, this is talking about that infinite being of the divine and of who you are. And then we have internal explorer. Yeah, you're being asked to really go within, to really dive, within the self is what you're being asked to do here. To take that deep dive in order to heal, with the shadow, especially with the shadow coming up. Like, I mean, look at this, right? Internal explorer, going within the inner temple, and eternal explorer, finding the power within that shadow is what you're being asked to do. You may even want to find some light language meditations and things that might be able to help you as you go within to remember. Like, light language is a language of the soul, and the soul recognizes it, okay, which can help you remember the truth of who you are in order to heal those shadow aspects, which really are the lack of the self, which aren't true. We don't lack anything. We have everything within us. So being able to remember who you are, remembering your greatness, is what pulls you out of that shadow energy and back into that love essence of who you really are at the core of yourself. and there split the Chariot. And again, these cards were all put back in randomly. There's the Ten of Cups. And there's that dog that sounds like he's being hurt, but he's not being hurt at all. Cards are quite alive here today, it feels like. Is that it? Okay, thank you. Let's see what's on the bottom. Three of Air. This card was actually in my last reading as well, I believe, or the one the time before maybe, but it's been very recent. And to me, this is healing of that throat chakra. Like I noticed how she's got her hand on her throat. So you could be somebody that was silenced. And as I say that, I'm having a hard time. It feels like I got something stuck in my throat, like I might want to cough. You know how when you get that phlegm in your throat? So I'm going to bring that in. It feels like it needs to be healed. And of course, we've got the healing sitting here twice. Oh my God, you guys. And here's a 3 again. 3, 3. 3 with the healing here. The Empress. The Empress is the creator, right? Yeah. You're being asked to honor that. And here is the 9 of Air, which I see the 9 of Air as really calling in gifts or soul family, that kind of thing, with her being in the center, like she looks like a leader, you know, that she's really calling this in. It's almost like the Fool card of beginnings is how I see this. I'm also brought 369 or 963, which is the God frequency. You might want to look up the power of 3. Okay. Schumann resonance I'm hearing, as well as solfeggio tones. Okay. 4 of Cups. Moving towards your fulfillment here, which is what this is, you know. To express something in some way here. To express something is what is coming through with that. Okay. Look, here's another 3. You guys. 3, 3, 3, 3. Here is the Page of Earth. The Page of Earth is also something that's beginning in the earthly realm. Okay? Can be an idea or something like that that can be fruitful. See how he's got one pentacle and he's ready to invest. Invest in himself, because that's the best investment. Oh my goodness. And here you go, guys. Here is the 8 of Pentacles with that other pentacle, the 9 of Pentacles. That is the successful entrepreneur, which is what the Empress is as well. However, the Empress also needs that masculine energy to be perfectly balanced in order for her to take the action on what it is to be able to bring that in. Okay? Oh my God, there's the 9 of Cups. Self-love, which is what I've been talking about in all these readings for how long? You know, that thread of self-love, of magic that has been weaving its way through. Understanding who you are. This is what this is about. And this is just, like, even for me, without the beginning of the reading, If that's not who you are, then maybe you shouldn't be here, right? If this isn't what resonates with you, maybe you shouldn't be here. And for me, like always being afraid of, you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings, or you don't want to offend anybody in any way. Well, if you're offended by my truth, then you know maybe you've got a trigger within you that needs to be healed, and I am here to trigger. Okay, people either love me or hate me. There doesn't seem to be much in between with me. So if I'm triggering you, there's something within there that I'm here for a reason to trigger you, for you to take a look at that, for you to heal that, so that you can move into your true essence, which is love. Okay, Two of Fire. Another Queen. Queen of Water. Emotionally balanced. You got the Nine of Water and the Queen of Water, and the Three of Water. There's a lot, and the Four of Water. So I mean, this card traditionally speaks about celebration with the Three of Cups, and of course you're going to be celebrating because you love yourself. You're going to celebrate your victory. That's what it's about. You know, this one talks about going towards something that is more satisfying. And you found it with the Nine of Cups here. You found that satisfaction. The entrepreneurship, with working with what you love, doing what you love. And here's the Four of Five, which is talks about the home, right? Your happy home, um, relationships, manifestation. Okay, that's what that one is talking about. Once again, you guys, this is really a beautiful reading. I don't have any drama to bring you. I'm sorry. Um, if you're having drama in your life, there is something that is triggering for you to be able to heal within yourself. You're being asked, to let go of that, so that it can heal, to recognize that, to not deflect it. Okay? What is being reflected to you is with purpose. So don't deflect it and turn it back on the other person that is bringing that to you for your healing. Because within every moment, you have an opportunity to be able to heal that wound. And that really is the purpose, is to be able to heal that wound, to move ourselves back into our wholeness that we already are, but we don't realize it. And that wholeness is living from the heart, finding ourselves in our own true essence. So that's your reading for today, you guys. Thank you for joining me as always, and I will see you next time.